Dubrovnik is one of the most beautiful cities in Europe. I'm here during the shoulder month of November, a time when the city feels calmer, more authentic, less crowded, and more relaxed. In this video, I want to show you a different side to Dubrovnik. And there's nobody here. Over the next couple of days, I'm going to wander the old town, climbing up to some of the best views and explore the hidden corners. Alright, I want to show you one of the coolest spots in the old town to get a drink with a view. I'm about to show you the best gelato spot in the old town, in my opinion. It's right behind me. Let this be your sign to go out there and explore, discover something new, leave your comfort zone. I'm also going to experience the city's annual Festival of Lights and take in what makes Dubrovnik so special, without the crowds and prices of peak season. So you can decide for yourself if this is your sign to visit Dubrovnik. We're at a beach just outside of Old Town. It's November, we're gonna see how cold the water is to see if it's swimmable. Let's go. This might be a really bad idea. It's actually not too bad. A lot less cold than I was imagining. All right, let's go. I mean, it's not like hot or anything, but it's also not frigid. Wow, that feels good actually. Whew. That's Old Town right behind us. Something bit me or stung me. What in the world? What was that? Well, I don't know what the heck that was. Way less crowds than the summer. The summer it'd be like flooded. There's like tens of thousands of people coming through here. November, crowd isn't big at all. Okay, that stung again. Getting out. Water isn't bad, but something bites you down there. All right, let's go explore the rest of the town. We're about to head up onto the city walls. So right now we're walking along the wall that surrounds the old town. It's a 2-kilometer or 1.25 mile walk. Right now it's the beginning of November, shoulder season, and as you can see, there's hardly anyone here, so you can have a nice, peaceful walk. The temperature is also in the 50s and 60s. It's cool, and you can have a nice, peaceful, quiet walk all to yourself. Okay, right now we're in one of the fortresses protecting one of the entrances of the wall. So they have one of these fortresses at each of the 4 gates of the old town, and each one of these protect one of the entrances from invaders and enemies. Whoa. When you buy a ticket to walk on the wall, you also get a ticket to visit that fortress over there. We're gonna go there after this. It's people's homes. There's a lot of people that actually live in here still. Uh-oh. Looks like there's a front of rain coming. Just be a quick shower. There's literally no one. Very few people up here. Pays to be here in the shoulder season. Imagine hundreds of people up here at any given time. It's crazy. So behind me is a cafe that is on the wall. There's a few of them here, and you can actually sit down, grab a drink, enjoy the view. Just know that you're paying a premium. So behind me, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually a gondola tram all the way to the top of that mountain where you can go and watch the sunset. I'm going to tell you more about that later. Not a lot of people realize this, but Croatia has over 1,200 islands along its coast. It's not the most in Europe. I think that's like Greece or Finland, but 1,200 islands. And behind me right there is Lokrum Island. You can actually take a ferry to there and do some hiking, explore, all on that island. So behind me is one of the many museums that you can visit in Dubrovnik. So if you're interested in museums, there's quite a bit here. And just a little tip for you, if you're staying here for more than one day and you're planning on visiting these museums, you can actually buy the Dubrovnik pass. It includes a ton of museums in there. And just the cost of coming on the wall, which is 40 euros, is the price of the Dubrovnik pass for one day. So if you're gonna come on the wall and visit at least one museum, it's worth it to buy the Dubrovnik pass. Look at that water, it's so clear. There's a tour group, not too bad. In the summer, there'll probably be like 25 tour groups right there. You know what the most obnoxious tour groups are? I can say this because I'm Chinese, but man, they're so loud and there's so many of them. I know some countries will say that about their country as well, but man, in the summer, I can only imagine. There'll probably be like 100 Chinese tour groups just walking around. They're just so loud. And I can understand what they're saying. So obnoxious. Behind me down there is the Dominican monastery. It also has the world's oldest pharmacy that is still operating today. And you can actually go in the pharmacy and buy medicine, these different special medicinal herbs or whatever. Just know that the price is inflated because it's mostly tourists that go there. But nonetheless, it's probably one of the exhibits that is worth checking out. And it is included in the Dubrovnik Pass. I think I need to get off the wall. There's a front of rain coming. I can start to feel its drizzle. All right, I found the exit. I had to take my jacket off because it's starting to get too warm. Since there's only about a 25% chance of rain for 1 hour, so I don't expect it to be anything serious. It's been sunny all week. Today's the only day with some clouds and some expected showers, but it should all clear up for tonight's festival. Now, one of my favorite things to do here is to just explore these alleyways, find yourself a nice coffee shop, sit back, relax, and enjoy your time. Pretty much, there's so many plazas with cool buildings everywhere around here, so just keep walking through the alleys, explore, and you'll find a bunch of very unique stuff. But right now, I'm in the plaza where the opening ceremony for the Festival of Lights is gonna be. I think it's like right here. So we'll come back later tonight. There's only a few stalls, but it looks like it's mostly like little treats that's made here locally for souvenirs. So these are the Jesuit stairs. It's probably one of the most photographed spots in all of Old Town. It's also where they filmed the scene of Game of Thrones. There's a bunch of those around here. Speaking of Game of Thrones, if you are a Game of Thrones fan, you should definitely come visit Dubrovnik. There's like entire walking tours that you can take about Game of Thrones filming locations, and there's museums about it, souvenir shops about it. I've never been in this church before. Let's go take a look. Pretty cool. Can we just stop and appreciate how many bakeries are here? They're literally everywhere. They're so good. If you love carbs, bread, sweets, it's very affordable too. The water is so clear here. So right now we're gonna visit that fortress up on the cliff. It is called Lovrenats. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it is one of the main viewpoints here in the city. Whoa, this is the entrance. It's already insane. And there's nobody here. You know, I wasn't expecting this, but I actually like this more than the city walls. Jacket off, sunglasses out. The sun's coming out. Check out these cannonballs. This fortress used to be one of the main defense for Dubrovnik. They still have cannons and cannonballs on display here. That was totally worth it. So cool. So you can also walk along the perimeter of the old town and get some good views of the sea. Honestly, Dubrovnik and just about any of these towns along the Adriatic Sea has such a laid-back vibe. Sometimes it's like the perfect place to come when you wanted to just chill and lay back, not be in a hurry. Alright guys, I'm about to show you the best gelato spot in the old town, in my opinion. It's right behind me. Let's go. What a better place to enjoy it than to come out to the main plaza. I got the pistachio flavor. You can never go wrong with pistachio, but I tried a bunch of their flavors already. They're all good. So one of the main entrances into the old city is through the Pile gate, which is way down there. And once you enter, you're gonna hit this main street. It is called the Stradon, and it is the main street here. Way to find your orientation if you're ever lost. And this is the main street where the Life Festival is gonna happen tonight. You can already see a lot of stuff set up. The lights is gonna be projected onto these walls on both sides. And right behind here, at the end of Stradon from Pile Gate, is another gate, but this is Sponza Palace, or Sponza Square, and this is where the main event is going to be. So This is one of the major locations inside the old city. So this building behind me is Rector's Palace. It's a natural history museum, probably one of the main museums here. It is included in the Dubrovnik Pass. I would not be visiting it. I have no interest in it whatsoever, but it is right here, right off of Stradun, very close. Behind me is just one of many of the old beautiful churches here that you'll find in the old town. Can't pronounce the name, but let's go inside and take a look. For this, you have to be wearing long pants, so make sure you're not wearing shorts or else they won't let you in. There's so many of these old churches that you can just randomly go inside. You don't even have to pay. All right, I want to show you one of the coolest spots in the old town to get a drink with a view. Okay, I think I've officially entered the residential part of the old town. I think this is the section where all the locals, residents live. So random, but I remember specifically this playground behind me from when I visited almost 4 years ago. Still here. All right, I am officially lost. I have no idea where I'm going, where I am. Just randomly walking in the residential area now. But sometimes getting lost here is okay. It's part of the fun. Just gotta get yourself into this maze, see what you can find, discover, just walk around, explore. There's so many alleyways. That's almost the point of being in the old city. Like literally just take some time, walk around, have no agenda, leave what you're gonna find and discover up to finding. All right, I found my way back. All you have to do is head downhill because you know the Stradun is downhill, and you just keep going until you hit Stradun, which is that main road I was telling you about. Here's another gelato place. They're literally everywhere. I've never tried this one. After every meal, it's another chance to get gelato. Remember earlier when I was telling you there's a tram that goes all the way up the mountain? Well, you can take a tram all the way to the top to a viewpoint to watch the sunset, but we're gonna go walk up the stairs, or there's like a little hiking path all the way to the top. Just started the walk up the mountain to catch a view of the sunset. It's about a mile walk, switchbacks back and forth. The weather is great. Just rained a little bit this afternoon. So it's a little cloudy right now, but when we get to the top, I'll show you what it looks like on a clear day, because I did this walk a few times already this week, but it's a beautiful walk. I highly recommend it, especially for sunset or even sunrise. So at the end of each of these switchback turns is one of these markers. And I counted, there's about 15 to 16 switchback turns. 16 if you count the very summit, I guess. But yeah, I would say 15 of these switchbacks. It's a pretty mild climate here. It's like perfect to do this trail at any time of the day. Or if you look right there, that is Old Town and Dubrovnik. Over there is a district called La Pod, which you'll hear very often when you're here. A lot of people live there. And you can see all the islands. There's like 1,200 islands along the coast of Croatia. And then that's like the main one, Lokrum. It is beautiful. And we're not even at the top yet. So let me tell you a little bit more about why I love Croatia so much. I think it's still pretty underrated. Just, I would say 15 years ago, I was talking to this person that lives here 15 years ago. So 2010 from today, there was nobody. Nobody came and visited Croatia. It was not a tourist spot. It was mostly like a manufacturing, shipping port, that kind of feel. And because of Game of Thrones and the rise of social media, Croatia started seeing a huge amount of influx of tourists. And ever since people started promoting it online and showing more and more, people realize, oh wow, this is like a secret hidden gem. You know, Italy has a lot of visitors coming each year, and it's just across the sea over here. But Croatia remains relatively unknown. Started with more Europeans coming to visit, and then the English world started coming, America, Australia, UK. And now people from all over the world, and Dubrovnik is just flooded every summer. Tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people come and visit throughout those months. And the tourist season starts to get longer and longer now, even until after Christmas. There's people coming. And there's so many towns along the coast of Croatia too. And this is just one of them. Dubrovnik is a town, a city, I guess, second biggest city, Split. Just 3 hours north. And man, that's beautiful too. So many places that I haven't even gotten to check out yet, but to me, travel is one of life's greatest joys. And I just love exploring, visiting new countries, seeing what they have to offer, going to places where people typically don't visit or think of visiting. And there's so many places in the world still untouched, not shared on social media. So let this be your sign to go out there and explore, discover something new, leave your comfort zone, go somewhere off the beaten path, and try something new. See somewhere new, visit somewhere that you wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Just out of curiosity, you know? That's how people discovered Croatia. Alright, looks like we're getting very close. So I promised you earlier that I'm gonna show you what it looks like here at sunset time on a day that is perfectly clear. Right now, unfortunately, it is cloudy, so you can't see anything. But a lot of the days it is sunny. It was sunny all week, and I procrastinated and didn't make this video until now, just simply because I was busy. I'm actually here on a business trip. So, but nonetheless, I was able to fly the drone on a sunny day, and I'm going to show you that now. Alright, so I just checked the prices to take the tram up here instead of walking. It is 30 euros for round trip for adults. If you only want one way, it's like 20 euros. And for children, it's like a little bit less. So as you can see down here, this is the line for the tram. Definitely a lot more popular than walking all the way up here, but I'm telling you, the walk is worth it. So they have a restaurant here with an observation deck as well. Let's go check it out. So I got fresh squeezed orange juice. Another way to get up here besides walking and taking the tram is you can also drive up here, or you can take a taxi up here. So over there on the top of the very first row of mountains is the border to Bosnia. Welcome to the Festival of Lights. As you can see, a lot of projections are already on the wall. The opening ceremony is about to begin shortly. Let's go check it out. Thanks for coming along on this adventure. To see more adventures like this, subscribe and check out the video on the screen. I'll see you there.